Hey friend, welcome to the Burn Stress Lose Weight Mini-sode series. I'm really excited to bring you tiny but mighty concepts, little short baby episodes that are going to be anywhere from 3 to 8 minutes long every single day this week to bring you a tiny but mighty concept that I know is going to move the needle for you, not just in hitting your weight loss goal, but in feeling better. My goal as a physician, as a stress and weight loss coach, is to bring you science-informed, evidence-based strategies and what I've seen in my experience so that you don't just lose weight, but you actually support your hormone health and you feel better as you do it. These concepts really do take some intentional effort for you to fold in, but I hope that you enjoy this series. Some of my episodes are going to come to you from my car, some of them from my closet. They are really just truly what is in my heart, what I want to share with you as a physician, stress and weight loss coach, really to help you move the needle on feeling better on and off the scale. Goal setting can kind of be triggering for some women. It's fascinating because as overachievers, in one part of us loves goals. We love setting high goals. We love hitting goals. We love getting A+ and gold stars because we feel really good about ourselves, because we love external validation. Listen, overachievers thrive on this. However, what we sometimes also do when we are scared about hitting a goal, like a weight loss or wellness goal, if you've failed in the past or you haven't been able to sustain it, we don't know how to set proper goals. Today's episode is all about why we do that and also why goal setting is really an essential part of the process in my experience. We have to know how to properly set goals, and I don't just mean a number down on the scale, but your experience of weight loss is a part of your goal setting process and how it's going to help give your brain direction. Let's get into it. In the book, Alice in Wonderland, Alice asks the Cheshire Cat when she's at a fork in the road which road she should take. The cat responds with, "Where do you want to go?" And Alice says, "I don't know." The Cheshire Cat responds with, "Well, then it doesn't much matter." This is an excerpt from Alice in Wonderland, which was shared in the book written by authors Dan Sullivan and Benjamin Hardy, talking about the value and the importance of goal setting, which is what today's mini-sode is all about. I promise that goal setting does not have to be scary. It does not have to feel too intense. It does not have to create any feelings of fear for you. And if that's the case, it makes a lot of sense that you have avoided it. I know how common it is to jump into having your weight loss plan of the year to lose the weight you want. However, one of the key essential first steps that we are often skipping right over is proper goal setting. Now, there are 3 really common reasons that I have found with my own personal experience and what I see with my clients that you might not have done this. The first reason that I have found in my experience and what I've seen with my clients is you didn't know the value of setting a specific goal that was measurable. Maybe you thought you could just wing it, or you thought that just having a goal of, I want to get healthy this year and I want to lose weight, was enough for you. When we don't set clear and specific goals, when you try to wing this step of the process or bypass it altogether, you will create a lot of confusion in the moment. You won't know the exact strategy that you need to actually hit your goal because you don't really have one. And at the end of the week, you won't know whether what you did even worked. You might have lost half a pound or a pound that week and you're like, did we hit our goal? Was this good? Is this not good? That level of confusion is what will then eventually drive complacency, where you'll stop taking needle moving action. The second reason that I have found, which is a common obstacle for so many of us, I know that it was for me, is you might have declared a goal, you might have written a goal down for the year or for the week or for the month, but you didn't actually take the next step, which was committing to it. The biggest reason that we do this is we just didn't know that there was a difference. It's just really important to know that declaring your goal is different than actually committing to it. The third reason is that you might have set a goal, but you did not set a proper goal. We want your goal to not be too low and to not be too high. And what I have found with high achievers is you are likely swinging from one end of the spectrum to the other. So either you're not setting a goal at all, you're trying to wing the goal setting approach or trying to bypass it completely, or you're someone that is really ambitious with your weight loss goals. You set a goal that is just too high. But when it comes down to doing the work that it takes to hit your goal, it becomes too much. If this has been you, whether it's one or all 3 of these reasons have applied to your goal setting with weight loss in the past, I want you to know that you're not alone. Goal setting can sometimes feel a little bit vulnerable. It can feel a little scary. The idea of setting a goal and then like, what if we don't make it, sets us up for preemptive disappointment, which is another reason we don't set goals. So I want you to know, if you have not set a clear and proper goal in the past, it's okay. You might just not have known the value and the significance and the importance of setting a goal before you actually create your fat burning action plan. Today's tiny but mighty concept and the intention of today's mini-sode is just to show you that this is a step that should not be skipped. It should not be missed. And it's essential to guarantee your success on the scale this year. It's so important that it is the first thing that we do together in the Unstoppable group. When I meet my clients for our very first coaching call, before we even talk about creating your custom fat burning action plan, which is the second step of our process, I help my clients create and choose a specific goal that really fits into their life. I call it setting your it's done goal. When you have a clear process on how to choose your weekly goal, you're setting yourself up for so much success in the journey because you have clear direction on where you're going. Truly, this is not a hard process when you know exactly what to do. Having a coach and having a group that knows the common pitfalls that working moms have is essential so that you stop wasting time. One of the things that I've been sharing a lot with all of you as I've been inviting you to join the Unstoppable group is that working together is not what guarantees your success. Working together when you show up to the process will collapse the timeline on your success. We will together really catch your blind spots, including setting proper goals and what you do on a random week when you don't hit it. What I have found with my clients, they have shared it on this podcast before, is when you know how to set a proper it's done goal, you start blowing your goals out of the water, which means you start surpassing your goals week after week, which seriously makes weight loss so much more fun. I hope today's tiny but mighty concept really shed some light on the importance and the value of goal setting with specificity. And if you have found yourself either winging it or hiding from goal setting, take a pause and really remind yourself when you set goals, you're giving yourself clear direction. Just like Alice asking the Cheshire Cat, if she had told the Cheshire Cat, I know exactly where I want to go, she would have been able to choose a road and a pathway that would have gotten her there faster. She would have collapsed the timeline on hitting her goal, which is reaching home or finding the white rabbit. So I hope you all enjoyed today's mini-sode. And if you know that this is the work you want support in, I am here to help coach you. I hope you loved today's tiny but mighty concept, today's mini-sode. It is really one that I know is going to help you move the needle on losing the weight you want, on supporting your hormone health, on feeling better. So I really hope you loved it. And if you know that the stuff we're talking about on this podcast sounds really good, if you're feeling better, more inspired, you know that this is really where your solution lies in losing the weight you want and in feeling better, I really want to invite you to consider working with me in the Unstoppable group. You can get all of the details for the upcoming cohort over at burnstressloseweight.com/group and decide that it is okay to invest in yourself. You deserve it. And prioritizing yourself and investing seriously is really going to collapse the timeline on you hitting goals. Have an amazing day, my friends, and I will see you at the next mini-sode.